Fourth quarter begins here in Stillwater, and the run by Dylan Lee is a loss. The Cyclones, looking for their first ever 11-0 start in program history, had their first 11-win season just a few years back after a bowl win against Miami and a sack taken. Down goes Drew DeShields, Kyron Borda, and it's a 3rd and 16. All 17 points in this game have been scored off turnovers. DeShields is going to scramble. Blocking's great, and he gets the first down to the 22-yard line. Iowa State is ranked number 6, but this is the first ranked opponent they've faced all season, and Dylan Lee is tackled for barely anything, and it's Kyron Duhan this time, and a 2nd and 10 at the 22 with 4 minutes to go. Here is DeShields. He's facing pressure. The throw is dropped by his tight end. And a 3rd and 10 now for the Cyclones. Offense has been hard to come by, and the throw is caught by Roskip over the middle. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they have their first lead. For the Cowboys, Brian Toledo has been struggling today as well. And here's a 2nd and 4 at the 31. You've got to get a touchdown. The throw is complete, and they get it to the 37. And that puts Toledo over 100 yards. Now a 1st and 10 for Oklahoma State. Got to go 62 yards in the next sub 4 minutes to throw. And he won't get it off. It's a sack at the 33. A huge opportunity here for the Cyclones, as you could go with Oklahoma State. They could go for it or not. And the throw is complete. And they get it to the 41, so a 3rd and 7. When you think about it in the grand scheme, it's 2 plays to get 7 yards. Shouldn't be too difficult, and here is Brian Toledo. They send a blitz. The pressure is there, and they don't get it. There he goes, all the way to the 34. A huge conversion for Edward Hance, the tight end. And a 1st and 10 at the 34. Will Iowa State bring pressure again as they're on the I? And oh my, he's going to run it the other way. Iowa State had no expectations for it. He slides at the 3. He could have gotten in. And Brian Toledo, with no wide receivers in the game, just tight ends and a running back. What do they call here? Can Iowa State stop them this time? They did not expect the QB run. And this time, the halfback run goes right into the end zone, untouched. Keith Reedy and the Cowboys have the lead. 2:37 to go for Iowa State, and Drew DeShields to really prove himself. He had a rough season last year, and the throw is complete to Roskip, who had the touchdown. Keaton Roskip up to 61 yards today. As we were saying, Drew DeShields last season, they were 10-3, but he just could not win the big games, and now here's an opportunity. They won at ASU 20-16, and the run, Dylan Lee didn't get much. He got a yard. And we'll see if they play before the 2-minute warning, and they look to be coming up to the line. DeShields getting ready. The handoff is faked. And a throw to Roskip again. First down for Keaton Roskip to the 45-yard line, and that is our 2-minute timeout in some important Big 12 football. 2 minutes left. Iowa State only needs a field goal to tie it, but I'm sure they would like to win. And he gets 3 yards, Dylan Lee. And as we've seen, that they are not very far from field goal range. Conradi could hit a 58-yarder, which he did for the win against Colorado. And here's DeShields. He steps back. He throws deep. It is caught. Eskildsen. Brett Eskildsen. A huge play to the 21-yard line. And now, does Iowa State change their mindset here, or will they go quickly? Oklahoma State, if they are going to score, you'd prefer that they score quickly and an 8-yard run. And you'd think that Iowa State would try to run it again. But this crowd is great, and the run, Dylan Lee spins, and he does get down, which will favor the Cyclones. Now 1st and goal at the 1. They've been winding down the clock. Here it is, Dylan Lee. Oh my! The Cowboy defense was ready, and they forced the stop. And now it's going to be a 2nd and goal at the 3. They'll hurry it up. Do you run it or throw it here with this ferocious defensive line right up there? They bring pressure, and he was hit. DeShields had an open man in the end zone. And now do you call what you've been saving up the entire game from your back pocket on a 3rd and goal at the 3? Do you run it and gamble it all on 4th down? They're going to throw it in the backfield. Dylan Lee spins in. Touchdown, Iowa State. The Cyclones take the lead. with under 40 to go. And the extra point from Conradi is up and good. 21-17. 10 plays, 74 yards in just over 2 minutes. And Conradi's kickoff will be a touchback as long as they take it. No, it could have been. And they return it, and it's a disaster. They lose time, and they'll be starting at the 12. They'll have to go 88 yards in 32 seconds, and they look to be hurrying it up quickly. Here's Brian Toledo. And they run it. It's a spin, and he did not get anything. I'm surprised they are not calling a timeout. They are down to 22 seconds. They've lost 1/3 of their time just because of that play in the return. When they got nothing, they could have gotten in. The throw is complete. And they are at the 21. Timeout by the Cowboys. And this is the first good season since Mike Gundy was let go. Here is the throw. It is complete. And the tight end has it to the 30. They call timeout with 10 seconds to go. And now we are at the mark where you've got to be taking deep shots, or at least sideline throws with 10 seconds left. A sack will be the worst thing ever. You use your last timeout and lose yards. Throw is caught. He did not get the first down. They will use their final timeout. 5 seconds to go. 2nd and 2. This is Hail Mary time or a quick throw. But Iowa State, you've just got to play it safe and let them take any of those short yardage plays. Throw to the tight end is complete. Short, and he did get the first down. And there is still a second left. You may just be worried he didn't have enough time left, but there is time. And with 1 second to go, they'll start it at the 41-yard line. And Toledo is going to let it go. Hail Mary time for the Cowboys. No time is left. They don't even get it to full field. Pass is broken up, and Iowa State has the first ever 11-0 start in school history. They win 21-17 at the number 21 Cowboys. And we'll see you next week in Lubbock as they take on the Texas Tech Red Raiders.